Well, thank you, Mr. Dean. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for attending the Halloween panel. Let's get this thing started and bring up Tony Moran. What's up? What's up? What's up? And of course, PJ Souls. I want to know PJ Souls.
Don't kill me.
Is she gorgeous? I mean, like knockout gorgeous? Yes. Try hitting on her all the time. And she won't leave her boyfriend. Just won't happen. Sure.
Right, you guys
Any kids here?
Right.
Any children here? Oh, good girl. Okay. So no F-bombs here or something? Where do we have? Plug his ears. Or her.
Well, thank you guys for taking some time to talk to us today.
There you go.
Hello.
All right, let's start off with something easy. How did you guys get involved in the band?
Oh, tell me something that story. I went to a boring casting session. I read, and then John Carpenter said, "You have the part." I go, "Really?" Director said, "You should probably have the part." And he said, "Yeah, you're the only one that read the word totally right." I said, "How else would you do it?" And he said, "Well, that's why you got the part." And then he said, "Could you stick around and pick your boyfriend? I've got 3 guys waiting outside." So I helped pick out Bob, and I was very excited, and I was so excited. All right, the wonderful story. No, you have the best.
There's more to it than that.
That was it. That was my casting.
No, I think you. Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I heard. He told me later that he never said that, but he did. I remember. But he also said he had seen me in Carrie. So.
Yeah. Well, I was just a 21-year-old punk asshole at the time, and I was in an acting workshop, doing Shakespeare and shit, and taking myself pretty seriously, and I came from a background, my little sister was Erin Moran, Johnny Cunningham on Happy Days. Yeah, that was my little sister. So I came from Paramount Studios and the corporate thing, So my agent calls me up, who was also my little sister's agent at the same time. And she goes, "Hey man, I'm really sorry it's been so slow, and for interviews for your type and your look, but I got this one thing, it's a horror movie, independent horror movie, and it's called Halloween, and you play some psycho." And I go, because for me, I mean, how fucking corny can you get calling a horror movie Halloween? I mean, that's stupid.
Well, there were psychos in Shakespeare, let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid, So I told her no. I said, no, I'm not interested, And she goes, well, Luke, Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. And I'm like, well, who the fuck is that? So she tells me, and I go, so what? I'm not interested, Because Jamie's 1 year younger than I am, and she had just getting started,
And that was her first movie.
Yep. So I said, nope, well, I'm not interested, because I didn't want to ruin my reputation doing a fucking horror movie, even though I was sleeping on the couch at my buddy's place and starving, you know what I mean? So she goes, oh, come on, she goes, look at Donald Pleasence is in it, and I said, oh. No way! Why would he? He's a classic British actor. Why would he be doing that?
$100,000.
And I was a big fan of his. I mean, huge. And I go, there's no way he's in this movie. What are you talking about? And she goes, no, I swear to fucking God, he's in the movie. I swear to God, I swear to God. And I was like, oh, shit. Because if he's in this movie, now I'm like, what? What's going on? And so I go, okay, I'll go, She goes, yeah, you play some psycho, And like I said, I go, okay. So that was on a Wednesday, and the interview was on a Friday morning at 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning. And of course, the ghetto part of Hollywood was ghetto, just fucked. Off of an alleyway and shit, And I was so pissed. And I didn't shower since Wednesday, and I didn't shave. I told you this, Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to be a psycho.
Yeah, I figured, fuck it, you want Psycho? I'll give you fucking Psycho, you know? Because I want to do the movie, but then if I don't give a shit, you know what I mean? It's like, well, nobody's going to see the fucking thing. It's going to play in the drive-in maybe for a week or two. Who cares, you know? So,
I told you it was a good story.
So I go to the place, the address, and it's a little office up above something else off an alleyway and shit, you know?
It was Charlie Chaplin Studios. It wasn't that bad.
Okay. I was a snob back then.
Okay. All right, you were used to the gays.
Yeah, Paramount Studios. So anyway, I go in there, and I met Erwin Blondes. He was behind a desk, and he clean cut, in a suit and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad, I shake his hand and shit. He goes, points across the room, and he points at this couch. This guy's sitting on the couch, with his long fucking hair down his back and shit. He goes, and he's wearing jeans and tennis shoes and a t-shirt. He goes, yeah, that's my director, John Carpenter. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm like, okay, So they didn't tell me shit, They just chit-chatted with me for a little bit, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever. They didn't even talk about the movie to me. And they didn't talk about anything. So I get to the house, they get my measurements, they call my agent up and they give me my measurements and my call time for this house in Hollywood. So I go there. And they go, yeah, you gotta ask for so-and-so for your wardrobe. Okay, so I go there and I ask for so-and-so, this chick, comes up to me and she, hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. And she's got these coveralls over her arm. And she's got the airborne boots hooked in her fingers. And she's got a mask and a jar of Vaseline. And I'm like, have you ever heard this? Have you heard this? Yeah, that's a good one. I got stories up the ass, I always get into shit. But
this
anyways,
is the best one.
So I look at her and I go, what's that for? The mask. Because you got to wear it. I'm like, what? I wear a mask in this? Because nobody told me. My agent didn't even know. I was a psycho. That's what she said. I go, wear that? She goes, no, don't worry. There's a point when it gets ripped. Jamie rips it off, you get to see your face. I went, oh, fuck, great, wonderful. So I think I'm doing a porno, So I go, okay, well, what's the Vaseline for? And I got fucking hair. I just shaved hair. I don't have a lot, but I used to have a lot. She goes, yeah, you want to put that Vaseline in your hair so when she rips off that mask, it's just going to slide right off. Otherwise, it's 100% latex. It's like Velcro, just tear your hair right out. Cool. Excellent, So, and that's how that all happened. That's how that whole fucking thing went down.
Glad you did it.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm the most blessed guy in the world, because I did everything I could. Oh, plus, nobody in my acting workshop knew I did it. No, only my best friend knew about it. The guy I was living on the couch, and my girlfriend, this chick from England, and at the time, and that's all that knew. My little sister, she didn't know you don't know this. She didn't know I did Halloween until 2006 when we were doing the same convention. She goes
what are you doing here?
She goes from her fucking table and she looks at me and she's like looking at my banner and looking at my pictures and they're like, what? I'm like, hey, yeah, it's me.
So you didn't see the movie until your girlfriend.
I'm getting there, right? So.
Coaching it.
Yeah, so, and PJ didn't know this as a side note, but I told her that she heard about it. But the reason, and I'll get back to how I saw the movie, the reason why Halloween hit big is it was playing in podunk theaters across the country, little small theaters. There was a very famous film critic on, it was either NBC or CBS or ABC. His name was Rex Reed. His word was gold and God, that kind of thing. He happened to see the movie, and he said on network TV that it was a great movie. And then that's how it became popular. He hadn't seen it.
It took a while.
Yeah, it took a while, right. So I
You
signed
didn't come to
April.
the, you didn't come to the casting for
I'm going there right now. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know. I have to admit this shit every fucking time I do a camera. Come on, let's hear it more. Come on, let them know how much of a real asshole you are. So I was shooting April, right? I don't know. I don't know when the thing was. It was I don't know. August or something like that. Yeah, it was a few months later or whatever. And I'm at my apartment, you know, and I get my mail, you know, and there's one piece of envelope, you know, it's to me, and I open it up, and it's a fucking invitation to go to the cast and crew screening Halloween. What a bunch of fucking idiots, you know? I'm not going to this shit, you know? I mean, are you kidding me? Really? You know? So I just threw it away. I didn't go. I didn't go. Because I figured nobody's going to see this piece of shit, you know? So, no, I know. Fuck. So that's why I say I'm really blessed, you know? No matter what I did. So,
Yeah, really.
so now it's getting in towards the end of the year. It's like 5 or 6 months since I filmed, you know, and I'm with my chick, you know, and I see this fucking movie playing everywhere, you know, and I see billboards, you know, and I'm like, what's going on here, you know? And it was really popular, you know? And I turn around one day and I go, have you noticed this movie's playing everywhere? It's all over the place. She goes, yeah, I noticed. I noticed. And so
I bloody noticed.
I bloody noticed that too. So I go,
Shakespeare.
yeah, Shakespeare, she was in acting class, that's how I met her. You know,
What to do
bitch.
about nothing.
So anyways, so she goes, I go, you want to see it? And she goes, yeah, fuck, why not, you know? So we go. Go to the theater on Laurel Canyon, Victory, North Hollywood. And get in there and it's packed, of course, you know, and the movie's going and people screaming, like, you know, all that shit, you know. And it's like, I don't know, halfway through or whatever, and I turned to her and I go, you know, this movie's pretty good. And she goes, yeah, it's not bad. That's how that shit went down.
All right, thank you very much for coming. That was a great story.
You said that whenever you first met John Carpenter, you were kind of blasé about it, the way he was dressed and stuff. When you were filming, and of course PJ too, did you guys eventually realize that he was the real deal and that he would go on to have this long storied career?
Well, I didn't judge him by his look.
You're not the asshole.
I mean, of course, I liked him from the audition because he was so sweet to me and had me help pick out Bob. I thought he and Deborah Hill were amazing together. I was surprised when, you know, at the casting crew screening, they were no longer together and Adrienne Barbeau was sitting there. So that was kind of surprising. Yeah, they were always speaking in hushed tones, and Dean Cundy was the DP. What is that? I thought, wow, they just seemed very collaborative, and they were just seemed to really know what they were doing. And of course, they trusted us and encouraged us to be creative and to ad-lib whenever we wanted, and I loved that. So I felt really a part of the family, and you know, it was such a short shoot. It was 3 weeks, and you know, we were there pretty much every day. So I just thought, wow, you know, I just thought they were amazing. So I really liked his gentle manner, and of course he was ultra shy during the See Anything You Like scene. Because he was like, well, we kind of would like some nudity, but if you're not comfortable with it, or whatever you think is best. And so that whole scene was kind of ad-libbed. Harry Bean, what are you doing? Okay. So anyway, so no, I didn't, you know, I had no idea. You know, this is only the 3rd movie. And after Brian De Palma, who was kind of standoffish and sort of just sat back and watched everything go on. I like the fact that John Carpenter was extremely approachable. So,
Yeah, incredible guy. I mean, like, you know, you said before, I mean, no scenes were more than 3 takes because of the money. But what that really meant was how on top of it he was. Yeah, I mean, and I was like, wow, this guy's taking this shit real seriously for a piece of shit, you know? But, I mean, he had everything down to the inch, everything, before he even got in.
And 3 takes was a lot, because, but you'd have to probably do at least one and 2 takes for safety, because back then we're filming on film, and there's no little magic box next to it to show what you're watching. So it all was depending on the dailies and even the lighting and the sound and everything. They had to really be very sure of what they were getting and doing. So from that, you know, for that, they're to be highly commended, because it really has a consistent look and sound and feel to it. And to know that they were really shooting blind, not today making a movie with your iPhone. You know, you can see everything that you're getting and correct on the spot. So, yeah, very good.
Tony, talk about the makeup that you had to go through with your eye for the
Oh yeah, the prosthetic. Yeah. They put a prosthetic in my eye. Tommy Lee Wallace, he did the closet scene. Tommy Lee was the, you know, what, set decorator or yeah, and he was editor too, wasn't he? Or did he help editing or something? But anyways, he was handled the sets, you know, and
Sets and props.
props. And the reason why
I'm married to Nancy.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that. No, she.
No.
So anyways, they used him for that scene because, you know, in an independent movie, you don't film in a studio. You film at real places, you know. And in that room, the closet doors had the wood slats. And they used him to do that scene because he knew exactly where to punch through the wood if they had to do more than 1 or 2 takes. So that's where Michael Myers gets stabbed with a hanger. And that's where that came from, except there was never any blood. It was weird, you know. And I remember they come to me and she said, yeah, we're gonna put a little prosthetic on your eye. I'm like, for what? You know, and I go wear a mask, and she goes, well, remember it's coming off. I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And but no blood. I'm like, she's like, yeah, there's no blood. And I probably couldn't afford blood.
Not in the budget.
Yeah, not in the budget. Yeah. And that's how that happened. Yeah. I didn't get plastic surgery to fix it.
I was going to say it's good.
I'm ugly just the way I am.
The greatest eyelashes, though. Look at you. See why they chose you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw it. Yeah. On AMC when I first saw it in 2007 or 8. I didn't even know this. And they go, well, why'd you choose him, Tony Moran, you know, for the face? And this is funny. Have you ever seen that? Oh, this is so funny, man. He says on camera, he goes, because I thought he had an angelic face. You hear that? You know, I'm like, well, ain't no thing angelic about me, man. Whatever, pal.
Now, after the scene where you pull the mask back down, were you the Michael Myers that ended up getting shot by him?
Yeah.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
I just
how
didn't do the stunt off the balcony.
So what did they use, like squibs on your chest to show that you were getting shot? Or
No, they don't show it at all. Yeah.
There was
I did do the first shot, and if you watch the movie, it's pretty funny. He's using a revolver, and it's 6 shots in a revolver, but if you watch the movie, there's 7. There's one the first one where he shoots, and I did that stunt where he first, shoots me the first time, and I flew myself backwards. And John, he said before he says, yeah, well, your character's gonna do this and fly backwards. I go, I'd do that shit. He goes, what? I'm like, yeah, I'll do that shit. And he goes, okay. So I did that, and then the other 6, really good, robot guy, get shot. But no, they didn't show any kind of holes or anything.
They probably couldn't do continuity, and
No.
they couldn't do, it was really all according to budget. It was literally $300,000, but $100,000 went to Donald, so it was really $200,000. And then you got, pretty much 21 days, and that was a fast shoot.
Right.
So, obviously, the movie is supposed to take place in Illinois during the fall time. What did you guys do with such a low budget to get around the audience realizing that it was shot in California, that there's no seasonal changes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't up to us, but obviously we've all heard about the bag of leaves. And so Deborah Hill would engage all of us to, distribute and then after we shot, pick up all the leaves and put it back in these. I think we had 2 garbage bags full of leaves. But I know there's palm trees in some of the shots, so I always think that's so funny, but not much of them. But yeah, so that was obviously one of them. When you look at it, it looks very green. I think the movie, definitely could be a Midwest kind of thing, as opposed to California. So Pasadena was the right place to shoot.
PJ, I read an interview that you stated you were more like Jamie's character in real life. Talk about that and how you were able to pull off your character so well.
Well, yes, I went to my father was working in Algeria, but he had us living in Brussels, Belgium, so I went to the International School of Brussels. That was my high school. But so I was a straight A student. I had lived in different places around the world. I spoke Spanish. I was studying French. I was just definitely not an American high school student. But my best friend, Cindy Clark, was from Peoria, Illinois, and she was exactly like Linda. She would invite me to spend the night on the weekend, and she'd say, I'll be back in a couple hours if my mother knocks on the door. Tell her we're having a great time. And so this was my friend, and she smoked, and she had a Belgian boyfriend, and it was kind of funny. But no, I was completely responsible for picking up my brother after school, and I had to take 2 city buses to get home because we lived outside of Brussels in Genval. But in any event, it was really fun, first of all, to get to play an American teenager in Carrie, because I definitely did not have that high school experience, and I really enjoyed it. And then playing Linda, I thought, I'm going to, do even more. I'm going to smoke. I'm going to have a boy. I get the boyfriend. I get to be the one that is already having sex in high school. So it was very exciting, but it's always fun to play opposite type, and so for me, it was kind of a fantasy to play Cindy Clark. And Jamie always told me, shit, you have the best part. I wish I could play your part. I have boring Lori. And I knew she was 19. This was her first movie, but she already had a bunch of boyfriends. So I was like, okay, well, you have to play the good girl, So we're both playing opposite types. And Nancy Loomis, I think she was married to Tommy. They already had one child together, and so she was already a mom. So it was funny though. I thought the 3 of us together had beautiful chemistry, and really from the first day when we all met, that picture of us on the stairs at the casting offices, it was like we truly had gone to high school together. And I just remember thinking, wow, there is something to casting. And again, I credit John Carpenter and Deborah Hill with having the eye to pick and have the vibe. And obviously they chose Jamie because of Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis. There was something about John Carpenter, psycho, obviously that. But it turned out that she was definitely the perfect Lori.
In your opinion, what do you think made Michael Myers stand the test of time as a slasher? Is it when there were so many back then?
Right? That's a tough one. Why?
He knows.
The way you carry yourself.
Yeah. Living dead guy. Yeah. Because that's what he was. He was a living dead
Pure
guy.
evil, right?
Yeah, pure evil.
Donald Pleasence said.
Yeah. And
not anonymity of the mask. Who
Yeah,
is the guy?
faceless,
It was faceless, and it was scary because you really didn't know what he was going to do.
Yeah,
What is
right.
he going to do?
Right.
Is that Devon Graham? No, I don't think so. And he stops, and well, what's he going to do? Is he going to grab a car? Is he going to grab one of us?
Sure.
It was,
Mystery.
very
Mysterious, yeah.
scary.
I always thought that you guys were able to bring horror into everybody's backyards, rather than it being in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly, on the streets at Halloween when it's supposed to be fun and safe and getting candy and sort of,
Yeah, and I think, if you think about it, I mean, except for Michael Myers not ever dying, but I mean, that could really happen, somebody breaking out of the psycho world, I mean, it kind of hit people that way, I think. People in the audience, they were like, well, yeah, that's straight into what fucking happened, you know? That kind of
So, Tony, what is it for you as an actor to be, you know, held in such high regard in the horror community, you know, with Jason, Freddy, things like that?
Well, she knows. I mean, PJ knows. I mean, like, yeah, I can be an asshole, but I'm nice. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm the most, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean, even to this day, when I do this convention, I'm just blown away. I'm the most blessed guy in the world. I mean, I just can't, I still can't believe it, you know? It's like, I'm blessed, you know?
And he has a killer signature, so.
It's beyond my comprehension, you know? I mean, because I'm really good with fans, you know, you guys know that, but inside of me, what's going on is like, I'm just going, I don't get it, you know? But, fuck, I love you, that kind of thing, you know? It's like, right over my head, you know?
PJ, I know you worked with Rob, obviously, on the Devil's Rejects, but what did you guys think of the Halloween remake that he did? It's been about 10 years now.
Well, I definitely like the first one, even though I still love All Halloween better, of course. But you know, you can't. To me, it's a reimagining, but it's apples and oranges. So, as we were just speaking, what is it that makes Michael Myers in our movies? Very well the fact that you don't know who he is, you don't understand him. He's trying to explain it. So a very big difference, but then obviously he brings it into the modern day, and there's something about a 70s classic that is just very appealing, like the music. So as much as I love Rob Zombie, and I think he's wonderful, and I really did love one. I wasn't such a fan. I only saw a little bit of two because I had to turn it off. But I appreciate, his creativity and his expression, and I know that he loved Halloween because I actually gave him my Halloween script for his 40th birthday. And he told me that was his favorite movie and the reason he wanted to become a director. And so it has something to do with that Halloween, even though I wasn't in it. Next question. Probably would have loved it a lot more if I had been.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, I have no interest. I mean, I'm a zombie fan. I like his music and some of his movies and shit, but I won't see it.
Did you ever see Devil's Reject? Did you ever see Devil's Reject?
Oh yeah, no, I love that movie. Love that movie. Like I said, and his music too. But just, I'm not going to go see that. Just won't do it.
So, being as you're both an important part of the horror genre, why do you think these films are so important to so many people that we have conventions and come out and to meet you guys?
Because that's the mystery. But we're, like Tony said, we're grateful for it and we love it. And to see the younger and younger generations embrace not only that, but gosh, Rock and Roll High School and Stripes even. I'm just flabbergasted and just so overjoyed that these movies have the longevity that they have. But certainly, most especially, Halloween. It's, with all the fancy tricks and CGI and everything that there is, to think that this simple little 98-minute horror film with no blood has stood the test of time is really a testament to, again, the casting, the lighting, the directing, the story, and of course the music, which now John Carpenter is playing live for everybody on this tour. So it's just a magical equation that came together.
Perfect storm.
Yes, so, and beautiful little movie, and you guys are still appreciating it as we are.
Didn't have any big stars except for Donald Pleasence, and even he was more English. So it's just just a humble movie, really, in a way. There was no big stars in it. It was great.
But like you had touched on before, every minute of it was carefully calculated.
Yes.
A lot of people think, oh, let's go make a movie. We're out in the woods. Take your iPhone. Let's make a movie. Let's see what happens. No. Every minute, because of the budget, because of, again, having to rely on the dailies to make sure that you got it in the can that day, it was all super planned. So,
calculator. And then you mentioned John Carpenter's, the music, and she didn't know this until I told her, but they had a guy to do the music, a separate guy to compose the music for the movie. But you don't do the music until that's the last thing you do. Well, by the end, they didn't have any money. So they said, sorry, we can't use you. So John Carpenter was an amateur musician, and he just came up with it himself on his keyboard. That's how, it's just a perfect storm how the movie came. It's just incredible. Yeah.
Great, we have some time for some questions from the audience. Who has some for BJ and Tony?
Here we go. I would like to have a question for both of you guys. I know it was quite hot in that mask. I've read that you probably didn't know at the time that it's going to be such a big movie. It's in every household on Halloween every year. And so I heard that you would just take the mask off and just kind of fold it up, stick it in your back pocket. It's never And why would you do anything different? Because at the time you didn't think it was going to be such a big thing. But yeah, I've heard that the mask, the original mask, never survived.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
We don't know.
Tommy probably has it.
Yeah. Here's how the mask came about. You guys know how the mask came about? You know who it is.
I do, but go ahead. But I'd rather hear you say. Yeah.
So what happened was, because Tommy Lee Wallace told me the story. Tommy Lee Wallace, he doesn't love seeing it. The same guy's talking about it. Anyway, so he says to me, he goes, how it really happened was we didn't know what, we wanted a mask. We knew we didn't want the clown mask when Michael Myers was a boy, but we didn't know what kind of a mask we wanted. We didn't really want to go real scary shit, because that's too obvious. So he was in charge to go in Hollywood, in costume stores and Halloween stores to find something, anything. So he said that he went in and he saw the Captain Kirk mask. And he said he just, stared at it, and was like, this could be good, because there's nothing to it, And they were only $1.89 a piece. That's what he told me. I swear to God, it's his story, not mine. And so then what they did was they customized it by painting it white and then changed the eyebrows a little bit and the hair a little bit. And that's how the mask came about and why they used that mask.
Because it was $1.89.
Yeah, again, perfect, without even knowing it. You know what I mean? Just crazy shit like that. It was crazy. Yeah, good. Yeah.
It's funny you were talking about the Rob Zombie remake, and we are in an age of remakes for Hollywood, no matter what genre it is. And the next Halloween movie is actually going to take place after the original Halloween 2. I think it'd be awesome if either one of you two could just have sort of like a Wink cameo in it or anything.
Gosh, that'd be really good. Wink cameo. Gotta get on that.
Great.
But please don't make a remake of Stripes. We tried to carry, didn't work, I don't think.
Was it Danny McBride, I think, has registered?
Rock and Roll High School, no.
I'm sorry. You played teenagers and sexy women, and you played everything. What is your absolute favorite role that you've ever done?
Well, yes, Riff Randall in Rock and Roll High School has to be my favorite.
Very good.
Again, so against type. I wasn't even into music in high school, although I did like the Beatles because I was close to London, so that was exciting. But so much fun, and loved, put together the whole wardrobe. I was so excited every day to get to work, just to be with Randall. It was really exciting for me.
Anybody else?
Leslie, every year in the past. I saw him on the Maiden's Law website.
Yeah. I've been
filming these panels for quite a while. I've never heard, you don't have a lot of screen time with Donald Pleasence, and he was obviously very experienced at the point he did this. I always wondered, was he kind of the type that was bringing along the younger actors, or was he kind of separated off to himself, being the only British guy on the set, or how did he interact with everybody?
My memory of him is staying in character the whole time, which some actors do. He did not really engage in any conversation with us. We sat at the same table and had lunch. You know, the three of us girls were always giggling and laughing, trying to, I guess, stay in character, but that's who we were. We were in our 20s. Everything was funny to us. And I just remember him looking at us like we were bugs or something. And at that point, I didn't really know anything he had done. I didn't know what to ask him. Later, I found out the reason he did the movie, he had a daughter who liked John Carpenter's music, or no, like something.
Well, actually, yeah, I heard
like
a
his first
couple.
movie. Anyway, he was kind of pushed up, but you know, $100,000. But I mean, had I known what I know now, I probably would have sat there. But he really did look like he was trying to stay in character, very serious, even the sandwich. And so, you know, we're not going to disturb him. He was kind of like an older guy to us, so it wasn't somebody we were going to talk to. And let me tell you, it was like a 20-minute lunch break, so eat your sandwich, get back in makeup, and let's get back to it. So it wasn't a lot of time to hang around.
He wasn't the first pick. He was like the fourth or fifth pick. Yeah, Christopher Lee was the #1 choice, and he turned it down. Yeah. And I heard.
But I like Donald.
Yeah, I heard. Hey, I'm not saying it's true.
He said it wasn't Shakespeare.
I don't want to
said,
spread any rumors, but here's the rumor. He agreed to do it because he was on his 5th or 6th divorce, and he needed the money. I swear to God, that's makes sense to me. I mean, why would he do this piece of shit?
Anybody else have a question?
He had a good part, though, so, you know, that was a really nice part.
He took it seriously.
He didn't have to wear a mask.
Right.
All those British actors, everything Shakespeare.
Oh, you got one more?
I know you have the story about the masks and all that, but did you know that from the very beginning that you were wearing William Shatner, and what did you think about that?
No, I didn't know what it was. I think I found out just, a few weeks ago. No, I found out, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I don't know.
Well, what did you think about it when you found out?
Figures.
This one's for PJ. I often wonder for women in horror films how much they really feel that they really, people look up to the screen queens. People look up to the people that were in these films, and they're like, maybe I can do that one day, or whatever. And it's just, I would think it would feel very empowering to know that women see this and they're like, maybe I could do that, or and I guess it's not really a question. It's just just thank you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's a role. So
Right.
we say screen queen, but I'm acting, the part
Right.
of a on the clock in high
Right.
school, and I happen to run into Michael Myers. But
Right, yeah.
So
Was there ever a time
exactly.
was there ever a time when you were really scared?
People ask me that, but no, it's totally the opposite. In fact,
the horror.
Castle was the one that was strangling me, and I told the story before that, he kept tickling me with a phone cord, and I kept laughing. So hence please let's get it in one take turned into probably 3 or 4, because the first 2 I was laughing. So I always wish that John had a blooper reel, because I swear the first take was like...
Trying to be too gentle. Right?
Instead I was like, I'm like, stop it, you're tickling me. So not scary at all. You're trying to summon up that fear. But really, I was on the phone with Lori. I didn't know he was behind me. I thought it was Bob, where's my beer? Instead, he's putting on the sheet. Stupid guy. I'm going to break up with him as soon as I call Lori. And then you feel this on your throat, and Nick, though, was, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm like, but you don't understand. I need a little bit more tension. It has to be a little bit real, and you have to just pull it. So I barely got anything. The other note I would add on that scene is I knew that was going to be the last time, besides just me laying dead in the closet, where you were going to see me. So me gargling and going, I just extended that, and I thought that was hilarious. Because even when I fell out of frame, I didn't want to hear him yell cut because I was still going, like, I'm not dead yet.
It scared the pants off.
Cut, and he's laughing.
Okay, thank you so much. Always a good time. Oh, we got one more? Mike, what do we got time?
Joel's looking for a cigarette now.
Sorry. I had a question about the kitchen scene where Michael holds up Bob and stabs him and everything, and then he just kind of pauses and tilts his head a little bit. Was that, you were talking about how things were kind of improv here and there. Was that a scripted thing, and what kind of?
I didn't do that scene.
That was Nick Castle, but he did. Nick Castle had said that he did turn his head like that and thought that'd be interesting, and that was he came up with that idea, and I guess obviously liked it, and it turned out to be really cool. So, Nick Castle is a director too, and he sort of was helping John out, and he wasn't signed on to do the movie. He was just hanging around. Oh, let's see how you're going to make this movie. And then you're like, can you put this mask on? So, can you kill PJ and kill Bob?
Cool. And also, PJ, you said that earlier that John Carpenter was letting you all do a lot of improv and stuff throughout. How much of that kind of actually made it to the final cut, or was it mostly through the script?
Oh, pretty much everything. We're talking walking down the sidewalk. I think the line in the script is, who needs books? I always forget my books, and then because we're still walking, I'm going, I forget my math book, my history book, because I just felt like I needed to say something. I didn't want it to be a blank space there, and then when Bob comes back up, John asked me again for the little nudity, and I said, okay, I got an idea. So I had the nail file in my purse, and then came up with the drop of the sheets and anything like, because John said to me, you're trying to get Bob to come back into bed, and you don't understand why he's not coming back into bed, so kind of try to entice him. So that was all pretty much improv. I think we probably only did that twice, one for, the wide shot and then one for close-up, because, John liked it very much, and it worked